Hey everyone, my name is Jason Owens and I am the founder of CampaignSauce Digital Marketing. Thank you so much for joining me here for top 5 ways to make money and grow your brand using Shopify. I have been doing this work for quite some time. I love doing it. I love providing these kinds of training videos to you. Helps you get to know me a little bit more. And as a result, I hope you end up reaching out to me. So let's go ahead and dive in. So your first question might be, who in the world is this guy and why should I care? Well, I've been self-employed for about 20 years. So if you are having a side hustle, so to speak, or if you are out there doing this full time, trying to make money on your own, believe me, I get it. I feel the pain. I understand what you're going through. First started out doing kind of business coaching work ages ago, and that kind of moved kind of into this hybrid, more so consulting / agency work. Right now, I'm doing more of what's called Rev Ops, which is if you're in the business to business space, that's kind of what digital marketing has morphed into. It's kind of taken on this whole stream from generating leads all the way to closing that business. Also in the digital marketing world and e-commerce, I love helping people like you make money with your online stores. A couple of years back, I started my own online store, kind of getting more to the point here, started my own online store. I've walked the very miles here that I'm going to ask you to walk. I ran about 2,200 transactions, a little bit more than that, and right around 13 months. In those 13 months, that included 2 of the holiday sales cycles there for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Ended up selling that business after about those 13 months. I had a ball with it, learned a ton, and I'm passing a lot of those lessons on to you here. So my big question when I wake up in the morning is, how can I help you change your lifestyle? How can I help you make more money, in this case, through your online store? So let's dig into it. Part of my recent portfolio here inside the digital e-commerce world, or digital marketing and e-commerce, I went ahead and put together a 30-plus email campaign for one of my clients. This is coming up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. And inside of that campaign, we not only have the 30-plus emails, but we also are including SMS in there as well. So that's been something that I did. As a result of developing that work for my client, I realized, hey, I need to be teaching this to hundreds of other people, thousands of other people. So I started an in-person workshop, how to have your best Black Friday ever. I live along the Front Range of Colorado, so I give this presentation up and down the Front Range. If you're interested in it, please reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to provide this to you. And I also just helped a client from the craft goods industry, helped her launch an online store. She's a ball. She and her partner are the types of people who go out to a lot of shows. They do a ton of shows a year, do very well at it. And they just got tired of having that question about, hey, do you have an online store? And they're like, not really. I know we need to get one. Well, they finally went ahead and did it, and it's been really good for them. So anyway, that's fun. All right, so if you want help here, by all means, go ahead and reach out to me at CampaignSauce.com. Look down there in the bottom right. You're going to see that chat feature, so grab that chat feature, and you can always reach out to me at jason@CampaignSauce.com. Now let's get to the meat of the presentation today. Top 5 ways that you can make money and grow your brand using Shopify. All right, so the very first one that I have come up with here is that having a Shopify store just adds to your brand's online presence. Now, there are a lot of people who start out on other platforms, right? They might have a platform over on Amazon. They might have it on Amazon Homemade, I believe is what it's called. For the crafters out there. You may have something on Etsy. You may have something on, one of the other platforms out there. There are dozens of them out there. So whenever you start a Shopify store, that's just going to add to the many different places that people can discover you and discover what you have to offer. Also, if you're out there on Shopify, you absolutely want to make sure that you couple your store with a really good lead generation strategy and a very good traffic strategy. And that's something that I've helped my clients with and would be more than happy to help you. Do not fall for the field of dreams. I call it the field of dreams approach, where, hey, if you just have this online store, magic is going to happen and people are going to start buying your stuff. On occasion, you see that. Most of the time, you don't. Most of the time, you actually have to put some effort into getting that traffic to your store. And frankly, that's where a lot of people fall down because they don't know how to do that. And anyway, that's where a lot of people fall down. So we can certainly help you there. Number 2, one of the ways that you can grow your brand big time is having very fast shipping times and having notifications that go out. This is huge. Okay, now due to a really long story, and I'll spare you the details, when I first started my online store, like, if I don't have to ship with notifications, if I don't have to pay for that, why would I? Well, that was kind of a mistake. I ended up turning on tracking with notifications and sending these out through SMS, right? If you can get people to opt in, they're at that checkout right at the very tail end where there's a checkbox. Sometimes you can default that checkbox, sometimes you can't. But if you can get them to opt in to SMS notifications, not necessarily SMS marketing, but at least SMS notifications, give you that phone number, man, that is huge. Because now you can say, hey, here's your tracker number. You can send that out through an automation. Hey, guess what? Your package arrived today, or your package is out for delivery today. All of those can go straight into people's SMS flows and go right to their phone. So that helps you a ton. Personally, when I was running my store and trying to get away without doing notifications, without doing tracking, I kept having people call in. Like, if I did not ship like right away, holy cow, I was having people call in. When I started shipping with tracking and enabled notifications to go out to people, both on email and on text for those who opted in, my customer service went down by 90%. I mean, it was huge. I mean, it was like flipping a light switch. So whenever I came in the morning, I no longer had all of these irate people saying, hey, where's my stuff? Well, you know, what's nice is I can just send them the tracker number and they can find out where their stuff is. So that was really convenient, helped me out a lot. All right, so let's see. Keep going here. Number 3, product reviews. Now, again, if you're just kind of starting out, okay, you know that product reviews is something that you should get to. This is one of the few things that I say, yeah, you need to go find a widget, a plugin, a something or other on your Shopify store. You need to find something to start getting reviews. It actually really helps on something called social proof, which I've found whenever you can take a review, just take a screen capture of that, stick that in an email and say, hey, Betty from Nebraska really likes my product, and Bob from Des Moines, he likes my product. Don't you want to try it too? Believe it or not, that works for a lot of people. They're just wired for reviews working for them. Now, for me, personally, I'm kind of skeptical with reviews, so I wasn't really that excited about getting reviews started, didn't really want to pay the extra for it. But my mentor ended up saying, yeah, you really need to do this. I'm like, okay, fine. Now, my wife, on the other hand, my wife is a big time into reviews, right? So she will often go to look at reviews for movies. If it doesn't have a good review, she's not going. Same thing with products. If it doesn't have a good review, she's not buying. So reviews are huge for some people. So even if it's not huge for you, you definitely want to do it. What I've found is ask and ye shall receive. When I turned on a particular plugin, I think at the time I had used Loox, Loox, and I'll show you that here in a second. So I used Loox. Everything was automated. They make it super easy. And just by you sending out a request, which is usually triggered right after they receive the email or right after they receive your product. So within the notifications there of the shipping progress, once it looks like, hey, this guy's been delivered, and you give it about 24 hours and they end up sending out an email on your behalf. And yeah, that email ends up getting answered with the review. So I would say my personal experience has been somewhere around 5 to 10% of people will leave reviews. And I tell you what, in no time, I had over 300 reviews on my store. I mean, it was remarkable. Sometimes people do picture reviews. On occasion, you'll actually entice people for video reviews, which are really nice. But even just to get a couple sentences from people on text is fantastic. And again, as I said before, this is very important for some shoppers, maybe not so much for me, definitely important for my wife. The platform that I used when I was running my store is called Loox, and you can find that inside the Shopify universe. You go into their plugin area, their app area, and go for Loox. And I can't remember what the cost was for it. There's a nominal cost, but it's certainly well worth it. Lately, I've been finding out that my email marketing platform of choice is called Klaviyo. They now have a new reviews feature, so I'm very intrigued about digging into that and trying it out. So yeah, definitely good stuff. You definitely want to have product reviews in your mix. Also, what's really nice is some of these platforms will end up automatically sending you an email. Hey, you just got a 1-star review, buddy. You better go check this out. So that's also, in a way, it's nice to know that, okay, there's something, maybe there's something going on in my business that I wasn't aware of. That definitely needs to be looked into. So anyways, auto tickets for bad reviews, huge. Mobile-friendly theme, number 4. You would not believe in this day and age, there really are folks who still don't have a mobile-friendly theme, or you get excited. Maybe you're like really super eager. You have your Shopify store. You're really doing research on the themes. You find one that gives you just the right look and feel that you want, and it's not really updated that well. It's not maintained that well. And believe it or not, there are still, on occasion, some non-mobile-friendly themes out there. So I have a client that paid some pretty decent money several years back, had a very, very beautiful custom theme done, but that custom theme was really good on desktop, not so much on mobile. And as time went on, I noticed they were just getting less and less mobile business. And I thought, that's kind of crazy because they should be getting more and more mobile business, right? So we went in and took a look at that, made the recommendation. They switched over plain vanilla basic theme. They have beautiful artwork. Their products are great. They really let their products and their product artwork speak rather than having the theme of the store try to speak for the products. So it really helps when you have great products that photograph very well. So anyways, the long story short with them is they ended up having a great over the past 12 to 13 months have had tremendous change in their business. They're getting a lot more mobile business through their store right now. So yeah, if that's not something that you're really keyed into, definitely make sure that your theme is very user-friendly on a mobile device. And the last thing, the top 5 ways to make money and grow your brand on Shopify, number 5 is just get started. Do something, right? Get a shop going. Even if it's just a development store, right? Get in there for your trial period. Start making a shop. Start making a store. Start demoing this stuff to your friends, neighbors, family. Just start getting the feel for it. Try a plugin or 2 that have to do with getting reviews. Go ahead and ship yourself. Literally print out a tracker label for yourself, right? Sell yourself a $1 product and print your tracking label. You'll end up paying for that tracking label, and then drop it in the mail and watch that shipper label send you updates, right? Whether it's SMS or email, watch those updates come to your phone, watch those updates come to your inbox. And just get started. Okay. Again, what I find a lot of people do is they're preparing to prepare, right? They're planning on planning. Just pull the trigger. Get out there, make your store live, run some transactions, start showing it to friends, family, reach out to somebody like myself for a traffic plan. We'll be more than happy to help you get out there and get moving. You don't have to just be trapped in one platform that maybe you're not really liking so much anymore. Maybe you don't like where their fees are headed. Maybe you don't like some of the lack of customer service you're getting. So yeah, you can always get your own store and start driving your own traffic and own your own future. And definitely take it in stages. You do not have to do everything all at once. This is kind of like building a house when you have you have unlimited funds and unlimited resources and unlimited land. You could just go keep building and doing add-ons, and you can do the den, and you can expand the kitchen, and you can have the extra super duper master bedroom with the extra super duper master bath. It's surprising just how many different ways you can continue growing your Shopify store, how many plugins you can get. But gosh, just start with the basics. Get a plain vanilla theme, whatever the default theme is that they give you at that time. I think right now it's Dawn, which has just been fantastic. It used to be Buffer before that. But just get started, get something out there, get plain vanilla theme, list 10 or 15 products and publish that store. Get out there and just get some traction in it. You don't have to go crazy on 18,000 different plugins and implementations there. But yeah, it's really good stuff, So with that, the big question is, can we help you with your Shopify store? feel free to reach out and get in touch with us directly, and we will be more than happy to get you started on your journey with Shopify. If you're transferring from another platform, that can get a little tricky depending upon what all you're moving, and we definitely have some expertise there and some recommendations we can make. Would love to have you tap into our expertise that we've been doing this now for over 5 years. Lots and lots of stores out there we can walk you through. Plus, my personal experience with running my own Shopify store. Would love to get you beyond the level of accomplishment that I had there a few years back. And again, dive over here to CampaignSauce.com. Look for down there in the lower right, look for the chat. And hey, we also have a lot of other videos like this over on our YouTube channel. And again, you can always reach out to me at jason@CampaignSauce.com. Take care, everyone, and thanks for watching.